French President Emmanuel Macron likes to be seen as a passionate European.
If you believe in Europe, you have to believe in it fully. And that means you have to stick to certain rules.
Boris Fels is also steadfastly pro-European, but he's disappointed in Macron. The German businessman sells enclosures for swimming pools. His company is located near the border with France, where he exports a quarter of his production. However, he's very disappointed about a law that Macron spearheaded during his tenure as France's economy minister. Because of it, Fels now has to wait weeks for construction permits.
It feels like a straitjacket. Next year, we'll have to pass on the costs of these French regulations to our customers, because we cannot afford to shoulder this burden alone. These costly registration procedures are strictly regulated, with a €2,000 fine for non-compliance and €4,000 for repeat offences. So we'll have to tack on a Macron surcharge for our French customers.
The regulations mean Fels can no longer offer a speedy and efficient service, which is a big selling point, and he has to employ people especially to deal with the French bureaucracy. The rules apply to foreign companies wanting to do business in France. French parliamentarian Bruno Bonnel says they're designed to protect the French labor market.
That's why we plan to expand these regulations next year. All sectors, not just construction companies, will need to fill out the additional paperwork and apply for an extra permit. Our rules may be complex, but they provide access to a part of our market in exchange.
But Boris Fels says the new rules are unjust. And he thinks that other European companies will also be disadvantaged by Macron's policy. He decided to lodge a complaint with the German government, but it merely advised him to file a lawsuit at the European Court of Justice.
The responses we got are really frustrating. Non-committal answers with no new information. Just, yes, we know, but we don't have the answer, and if you're unhappy, you can file a complaint.
Many other German companies share his frustration. Pascal Mollet-Piffer from the local branch of the Chamber of Commerce represents German businesses here. She says thousands of them fear they'll have to stop exporting to France, and that would also have a knock-on effect on the French economy.
I thought we'd all live and work together more freely, according to the European ideal. I think that's been dented a bit, because if German companies can't cross over into France, can't operate easily, then they won't attend trade fairs. And when the trade fair business slumps, the French hotel sector and restaurants will all face problems.
Boris Fels has been meeting with the heads of other German companies. He hopes they'll join him in taking the case to the European Court of Justice. His company, with its 30 employees, depends on its exports to France. Even more so now that it's just invested €500,000 in a new factory.
It's all just delaying tactics. For me, as a businessman, it means continuing to struggle with this mess without any hope of change, and having to entertain the possibility of getting out of the French market altogether if things don't improve.
Boris Fels always had faith in the European single market. He can't understand why barriers are suddenly going up across Europe.